If coveting is a sin, one team here might need to ask for forgiveness. Sitting just outside the rankings and wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. Welcome to Commonwealth Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Wildcats. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Air Force Falcons, taking on the 10th ranked team in the land, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. All right, guys, let's talk a little Kentucky. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk.
Oh, he's got some space. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football. And now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Buys a little time with his feet. He'll throw it. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
He leaves it with the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. All right, guys, let's chat about Air Force. During the offseason, they go out, they get a top 25 recruiting class. That's nothing to scoff at. But the question is, how do they move up from here, David?
Well, and how do these talented young guys perform at this level, right? We don't really know. I mean, top 25 class is good. It's not elite, but how do these guys perform, Palmer, early, day one in their career?
Yeah, they're going to have to grow up pretty quick because we expect to see a lot of these guys play meaningful snaps in this game here today as well. I think that's what the fans really want to see here today.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the Falcons come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to power their way ahead. At the 40, there he goes. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense is doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
On the ground, it's Lawrence. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Falcons! He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense just didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you've got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes 2nd down. Looking to fire. Moves away as he feels pressure. Gets rid of it. Just a short pass to the tight end. Turning it on. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. There is striking distance at the 37.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. At the 20, he's got space. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Kentucky! Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. UConn has the lead right now. Husky hysteria has been palpable all week across the state, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They are up by 7 over UCF. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the option. He'll pitch it. Creates a little room. There he goes. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. That gives him 54 yards on the ground in the first quarter. What a tremendous start to this season. The Falcons come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. The give to the tailback. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Gets the back moving. A designed run for the quarterback. He's going to lose a yard on that one. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the ground with the back. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Air Force!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
The Wildcats, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Off the RPO, complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
He's going to fire to the left. Wide open, he makes the catch. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And the Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human, keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to throw again. Quarterback now breaking the field. Got out of trouble and throws. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Touchdown, Wildcats! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
And the extra point is good. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's not going to take the touchback. He doesn't get it back to the 25. He's out of bounds at the 21-yard line. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that put.
Breaks into the open. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
Yeah, great catch, but great read. I love the quarterback understanding. You're going to see the blitz. I'm going to get the ball to my running back quickly, let him get the first down. Nice job by the quarterback seeing that really fast.
They go to the ground. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Looking to scramble. He's going to take off. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use the speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save a hit and just get out of bounds.
That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back on the option to give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Dumps it to the back. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball on the ground. 4th down coming up.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw. That's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
And the Falcons send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
On the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. He's now up to 66 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield on first down. Scrambling away. He's going to run it. He's pushed out of bounds at the 22.
And just having a guy that can continually make plays on the ground, it just opens up space for your running back, for your receivers, makes you defend the whole field, and it's not always big gains, but you've seen him today, man. It keeps the offense in positive situations with just little plays here and there, knowing he's a threat.
Give to the running back. All down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. From the red zone, looking for a space. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. With the catch, it's Lawrence. They've got the first down, mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Timeout, Air Force.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking to buy time. A strike downfield. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
One more snap coming before halftime. To the air on first down. Quickly to the tight end. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Timeout, Air Force.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking downfield, and time is running short. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kentucky teeing it up and ready to go here in the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They're going back to the ground.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Using his legs, it's Lawrence. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Smart play call here. Anytime you use the defense's aggressiveness against them, that's the way you do it. Eventually, you'll catch them out of position and bust a big play.
The Falcons are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. The play action fake. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
This defense, they are tenacious. And they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. There in that play action attack.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. They've got the screen set up. Turning it on. Oh, the sweet feet. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after they play up top.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got a kick in the door. A first down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, Kentucky! And that one will give him the lead.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Georgia is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that's been sicking them since the opening kickoff. They're up by 34 over Hawaii. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Lost to fire on second down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense trying to take it back. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. He'll keep it himself.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Page. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lawrence. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Back to pass. Back open in the middle. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down.
Man, you blitz me, I'm getting the ball out of my hands. Really good job understanding that by the offensive coordinator, this quarterback, seeing the blitz, getting the ball to a playmaker, letting him do some damage. And more importantly, I don't have to throw it way down the field. Just get the first down.
Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Falcons can really attack on this second and short. looking to fire. He makes the grab. Turns it on in midfield. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He'll work his way down to the 28.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
Trying to get the corner. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run the option. Power football with the run. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice jump game. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays too.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Makes the grab. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. On the move. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Falcons.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah.
There he goes. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
Man, it's so nice to have a QB that can do that can run and make plays when you need it. Late in the football game, trying to run this clock out, preserve the win. He picks up the big first down and keeps the clock moving.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. The RPO, it's complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
To the air on 2nd down. Got his man on the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the back. It's caught. Got enough space. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Kentucky!
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Throws to the tight end. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
On 4th down, going to the air. Going to try to get it himself. At the 35, he's got room. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
And this offense has got to keep pumping it out. Nice job. You get the first down. Nice scramble by this QB, but you're going to put the ball in his hands over and over and over again. You've got to score multiple times. This offense has got to be in hyperspeed.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Out of the backfield, he's open. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Rossi. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down. And that is why you call it a safety valve. You avoid the quarterback getting hit, and you also release the pressure that's being applied on the offense.
Defense is going to have to think about this in the future because you live and die by the blitz. It's great to try and get extra bodies getting after the quarterback, but then you risk running backs leaking.
Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
And if I'm a defense, I got to make sure I stay aggressive in these situations. Sometimes people play casual and back off and give up the easy stuff. Man, continue to make this offense earn it. You got the lead. You're in a good position.
It's complete. Crosses the 10. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field.
Touchdown, Air Force! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
from the gun. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He makes his way in for the 2, and now they trail by only 6. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they finish it off with the score from the 4. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Got the back over the middle. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the 4th quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
Now on first down from the 28. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Buys a little time. Oh, he's got some space. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he's going to bring this one out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He wants a big play here late. He's got it down the left side. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, and now the defense is really on its heels. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. He wants to throw it again. Dances away to buy time. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Snagged out of the air. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
The Falcons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Sends it downfield. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Takes a hit as he fires. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
Defensively, the clock late in the game, when you're winning, it's your friend. You got to find a way to keep that thing ticking. When you rush the passer, keep that quarterback in the pocket. Make him beat you from in there. You're dropping back in coverage. You got more DBs on the field. You're just trying to let him throw the football, get him on the ground, and let that clock tick.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Fires into the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
Man, the offense, they can taste it. They're on the road in a hostile environment in a 2-minute situation. They're trying to rip this game away from the home team. They take a shot into the end zone, being aggressive. I love the play call, but it falls incomplete.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Looking to throw for it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
And the extra point is good. The clock is at 18 seconds. Hearts are beating fast. The onside kick is coming. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week, and for the first week, they get it done.
Yeah, great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season, but 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another